We'll see if they get the notification for YouTube. But I guess I can always go back in on this later, if people get our notifications later. Weird. Weird, weird, weird.
Post. Man, I wrecked that now good.
What'd you do?
I was trying to get my phone out of the case.
Ooh, yeah, you snapped that off.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hello there, beeps. We were live on Facebook, but Facebook is apparently having some kind of a issue.
Temper tantrum.
They're having a temper tantrum. So we can't get live on Facebook. It kicked us off and we can't get back in. So here we are. We're back on YouTube now. I don't know. What's that? Yeah, 12 right now. I see Judith. I see Diane. I see Laura. I see Kathy. I see Teresa. I see people. I see people. Except sometimes people's names are different on YouTube than they are on Facebook. So some of you, I'm not going to be sure who you are. I see Patty. So yeah, we're getting, yeah. Anyway, okay, so Facebook is having conniptions. It's having whatever troubles they're having. So we got kicked off of our live on Facebook. So here we are on YouTube instead. And I'm going to show you, like I was saying, I cleaned out our parts cabinet, and I'm going to show you all of the goodies that we have in here. Many goodies. And you can mine it the same way that you would on Facebook. We'll watch the comments and we'll come in and see who wants what after the fact and send you invoices for them. I did not know that. Do you know Teresa Jukowitz was Cindy Hendrick's sister? Who? Teresa Jukowitz. No. She's Cindy Hendrick's sister. I did not know that. Now we know that. Anyway, so I'm about to show you all of the stuff that we have, and I have some random machine stuff in here that I'm going to show everybody. It is kind of random, but I will let you know what cool things that we have available, and you can choose to take part in the deals, or if you don't, I'm putting them on eBay. Either way. So I guess I'll get started, and people can watch later, which is fine. Let's see, we go like this. Okay, so first thing we got is this. All of this right here is a whole batch of stuff for Singer 221 machines. So this is a manual for a Singer featherweight. This is the lining for the oil pan, so it goes in the bottom of the machine and it keeps your machine from rusting out or whatever. It's like a felt lining for the bottom of it. This is the carbon brush, which is part of your motor. This is a replacement feed dog, if your feed dogs get worn. This is a replacement bobbin winder. This is a throat plate. These are they're called bobbin tires is what these are that help the bobbin winder work. This is a bobbin tensioner unit. It goes to your bobbin as well. This goes to your bobbin as well. All of these parts you would use to keep your Singer featherweight in working order. Some of them are a little pricey, like this one. This is $60 for the throat plate. The bobbin winder motor is $20. The feed dogs are $20. The carbon brush is $6. What is this? That's $10 for the bobbin part. That is $3 for that bobbin part. The book is, I don't know, $10. And the felt thing is $5. But I tell you what, all of this, you can have all of this for $100. which is a good price, I think, isn't it? That would be 3, and that is, so that'd be 13, that'd be 73. That would be quite a few, 73, about 84, 88, 108. 108 plus 18 would be 116, 126, 146, 156. It's 160 some odd dollars worth of stuff. Oh, there's Deborah Connis. About 160 bucks worth of stuff for $100 on your featherweight. That'll keep your featherweight going. If you need parts for your featherweight, take it to your machine dude or do it yourself. A lot of people work on their own featherweights. Anyway, $100 for that. These are class 15 bobbins. Class 15 bobbins. These work in the Bernettes. These work in, not the older singers with the flat bobbins, but the newer singers. These work in Genomes, Brothers, most Vikings. Class 15 bobbins. Package of 5. We'll do $5 for a package of 5 bobbins on class 15 bobbins. This is a replacement bobbin case for your Q24. A replacement bobbin case for your Q24. They are quite expensive, actually. But you can have another bobbin case for your Q24 if you wanted to. We tell people not to mess with the tension on your bobbin case. If you wanted to, you could have your second bobbin case to be the one that you mess with the tension on, and then you have your first one that you never mess with the tension. So anyway, these are bobbin cases for the Q24, Q16, Q20, the Q series basically. And they are normally over $100. They'll be $50. I have 2 of them. This is a snap-on foot for the Bernina, like the Simply Red, the 215, the old 3 series, all came with snap-on feet. This is foot number 3, which is an all-purpose, kind of a ziggity-zaggity foot number 3, and that is for the snap-on foot machines. This is foot number 8, which is the jeans foot. Tell Patrice Weisner we're on YouTube instead, would you? She just messaged us on Facebook. Okay. This is the jeans foot, and it's going to be $350 if anybody has a snap-on foot. These guys are those little clippity things that you use to lift out the plastic grid things for your embroidery hoops. So the little plastic grid snaps into that, and then it lays in your hoop. You can lift that out once you've got everything centered. Most people lose these and come looking for them. So here's a pack of 4 of them. If you need a pack of 4 of those, they'll be $5. This is a foot number 1C. Do not ask. I don't know why we have a foot number 1C, but we do have a foot for a 1C. If anybody wants it, it's $20. Yes, here we are, Patrice. Facebook is having a tantrum. I don't know what's up with Facebook. Tina couldn't get on. I couldn't get on. I don't know. Anyway, this is foot number 1C, $20 if anybody, whoops. This is a coated foot. This is for 9mm machines, although you can use it on the other machines. But it will go up to 9mm wide. That is a foot 1C. Here is a 40C. A 40C is the sideways motion foot. So this is only for people with 790s and 880s. 790s and 880s are the only ones that can use this foot, is foot number 40C. And this is, oh, I have 2 number 1Cs. Okay. These guys on your Bernina, on the bottom of your throat plate. Maybe I should show you. I will show you what I mean. On the bottom of your throat plate, there are these little clippity guys. These little clippity guys right there. And sometimes people break those. They'll snap right off there. Well, that's what these guys are. You just put it on with, it's just a straight screw. It just goes on with a screwdriver. So if anybody needs any of those, I have, did you sell the needle threader? Did I sell the needle threader? Barb wants to know if what needle threader? Are you in there? I don't either. Oh, I thought she got that. Oh, because I didn't put it on her invoice, that's why. I'm sorry, Barb, I will get it on there. Sorry. Anyway, these guys, they're $1 a piece. And I got a whole bunch of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 25, 26, 27. I got like 27 of them. Anyway, they're $1 a piece. And like I said, they're very easy to put on there once you snap that off, which you probably will do between now and then. Here's another thing that you're probably going to lose. As you move your machines, these are those goofy little rubber feet that go on the bottom of the machines, and they're suctions, and what happens is you put it in the bottom of your car or the trunk of your car or something, and it sticks on something, and when you pick it up, it pops the thing out of your machine, and then you've got a wobbly machine because the foot's missing. Because it suctions to where you put it. Anyway, this is, how many I got of those? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I got 12 of those. Those are going to be $5 a piece. $5 a piece on those. I'm going to put my throat plate away before I lose. You can't what? Okay, cool. So you should be able to clearly see everything, yeah? Okay, all right. Okay, so anyway, these are the rubber feet, and they just kind of pop in the hole, how you put these in. You get one side started, and then you'll twist it, and it'll roll its way into the hole on the bottom of the machine. Okay, this little guy, this is for the magnifying lens attachment. It's the lens support. So when you buy the little box with the magnifying lens in it, if you don't have this, you can't actually put it on your machine. So this just slides in. The box with the magnifying lens attachment will tell you how to put this on, and then your magnifying lens attaches to that. So, looks like Barb's already grabbing that one. That's going to be $10. Okay, now I got, if anybody has Bernina Software 9, and you got the step down version, and you did not get the Wi-Fi attachment, this is the Wi-Fi device that attaches Software 9 from your computer to your machine without having to use USBs. So you can just send your embroidery designs straight over with this. This is your Wi-Fi device. So it is to wirelessly manage and transfer embroidery designs from Bernina Software 9 on your PC to most embroidery machines with a USB socket simply by using the Wi-Fi connector, which is this. And if anybody wants a Wi-Fi connector, well, here is one right here. Be happy to let you have for $30, which is significantly less than they cost. I got 2 of them. Okay. These are Bernette feet. These are Bernette feet, snap-on feet for Bernette machines. So if you have a Bernette machine, okay, both the Wi-Fi devices are gone. If you have a Bernette machine, these feet will work right on them. So this is a 1/4 inch foot for your Bernette machine. That is your 1/4" foot or your quilting foot for your Bernette machine. The snap-on sole. This is the Bernette blind hem foot for your snap-on sole Bernette. And this is a walking foot for your Bernette machine. This is a cording foot. This is a hemmer foot. And this is a gathering foot. And you can have the walking foot for $10. Any of the other feet, if you want any of those other feet, they're going to be $5. $5. Okay, I bought these because I was tired of people coming to class without a 1/4" foot. This is a snap-on 1/4" foot that will work with any brand machine, including Bernette's, that has, well, I guess including Bernina's. Any snap-on foot machine that has, oh dear. So ANNAR 940, we don't know who you are because we don't recognize your YouTube name. Will the magnifier work? Yes, magnifiers do work on all Bernina machines, yes. Oh, Anna Banana. Okay. Anna Banana. It's Anna Banana. Okay, this is the 1/4" snap-on foot for, and this would work for, Brothers, Genomes, Vikings, whoever. Any of the snap-on feet. It's got that little presser thingy right there where you lower the shank onto it and it snaps right on. And this is a 1/4" foot. These were $17.99. They're going to be $10. I have 3 of them. Okay, if you've got an overlocker, if you have a Bernette Serger, a Bernette Serger. This is a cording foot for a Bernette Serger. It was $54, going to be $25. This is a blind hem foot. Again, it was $51, going to be $25. This is a multi-purpose foot, $25. This is a gathering foot, again, for the Bernette Serger. It's going to be $25. This is another multi-purpose foot. This is a hammer guide for your cover stitch machine. So if you have the cover stitch machine, the B42, Bernette 42, you would use this one. Again, $25. I got 2 of them. And I have another. Why do I have 2? I have another Bernette walking foot. Okay. This is for the newer model Bernettes. Yeah, okay, so and I'm not sure what to call you because your username is SANDAN. Sandra, maybe? I don't have the magnifier. I only had the attachment for it. So I just had one and somebody's already grabbed it, so I'm very sorry, but I don't have that for you. So it is Sandy. Okay, good. Well, I'm not totally stupid. It's good to know. Okay, this is for the Bernette. This is for the, it's a snap-on foot. This is the invisible zipper foot for the Bernette machines, invisible zipper foot. And this is the, what is this? This is the rolled hem foot for the Bernette snap-on machines. These are for the 77 and 79, these feet. And this is the hemmer foot. Well, that's exactly this. I have 2 of those. Who knew? So these are for the Bernette machines. And then I have, this is a walking foot, y'all. This is a walking foot for a slant shank Singer machine. Do you know what a slant shank means? That is the Singer machines from the 50s and the 60s where the needle bar came down like this. So instead of straight up and down, like most do nowadays, the Singer slant shanks came in like this. And this walking foot is for those slant shank machines. And if anybody wanted it from $23.99, it would be $15. This is an all-purpose walking foot for anybody that has got a low shank machine. A low shank machine was $14.99, going to be $10. So it's just a snap-on low shank walking foot. Okay. Then these were for the Eversone machines. However, the Eversone machines were low shank machines, so they will work on any low shank machine. This is another walking foot. It was $27.99, going to be $15. I have 3 of them. If you don't have a walking foot, that would be a great deal to grab. This is also for the Eversone. However, it would work on any snap-on foot machine. This is a cording foot. It was $8.99. It's going to be $4.50. And then any of you out there that have a Bernina 435, 450, 640, 560, or 580, this is a single hole stitch plate for that machine. So when you're piecing, you should be using a single hole stitch plate. So if you need for the 435, 450, 640, 560, or 580 a single hole stitch plate, you've got one right here for $25. All right, we're going to go into the old style feet. How do you know if you have an old style foot machine? Well, your machine would have been made before 1998, and where your foot attaches at the top has these 2 pegs. That is an old style foot. So the 830 records, the 1080s, some of the older machines are going to use this style foot. And I have a bunch of old style feet, and we're going to bargain these right out of here. So a lot of these were, $40 and more. We're going to make all of them $20, $20 for, except for a couple, $20 for these old style feet. This is the number 12 foot, which is a cording foot. You can see the groove underneath there where your cord goes through. $20. This is a number 16, which is the gathering foot, and it's going to be $20. This is the number 32, which is a pin tucking foot. This is the 7 groove pin tucking foot. This is a number, that's another number 16. We already had a 16. This is the number 20, which is your open toe decorative stitch foot, where you do your decorative stitches. $20. I have several of those. Here is the number 2 foot, which is your overcast foot to kind of look like a serger, where you're doing the zigzag on the edge of something. $20. Here's the number 57, which is your 1/4 inch foot with the guide, 1/4 inch foot with the guide in the old style, and that is going to be $20. And here is your number 9 foot, which is your darning foot, or you could use that for free motion quilting. Anna, do you have an old style Bernina? Okay. This one is going to be a little more than $20 because these were newly released and these were $160. But I will make these $60. Instead of $160, they'll be $60. That's $100 off. This is the thing is upside down. This is the number 74 foot, which is the adjustable gliding cup foot. So you can use that to quilt over the top of your quilts, and it won't catch in the seams as you go across. Oh, your sister-in-law does. Oh, wonderful. Number 74 foot, and they're going to be $60. I have 4 of those. This is the number 73 foot, which is your adjustable stippling foot. Number 73, and again, this one is going to be $60. And then this one, number 72 foot, is the ruler work foot for the old style feet machines, ruler work foot, and it is going to be $60. We're back into some $20 ones. This is going to be the number 71 lap seam foot, run and fell. This is what we use to put binding on a lot of times from the front of the quilt. Number 71 foot, and it was $60, so 20 bucks is quite the deal. This is the number 77, which makes you able to use other types of feet on your machine. This is a screw-on type, so a lot of machines have screw-on feet. And this is the adapter shank that allows you to put screw-on feet from other brands onto your old-style Bernina machine. It's going to be $10 for that one. I have 2 of those. And then that's another one of those. Okay. Then I have, this is last chance on the new style feet. By the way, this is a darning attachment. This is a darning hoop for a Bernina machine. It attaches onto the bed of your machine, and then you hoop up the area that you're going to be darning in there, and then you boop, 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 and do your darning. And that is, it was $37.99. It's going to be 20 bucks. This is for the L460, L450 Sergers. This is the smaller Sergers for Bernina. This is the gathering foot, and it is normally 70 bucks. It's going to be $30. Anybody wants a gathering foot for their L460 or 450, 30 bucks. This is the multi-purpose foot for the exact same machine. Again, 30 bucks. I have 2 of those. All right, then we're going to roll over here. These are new style feet. This is the Spanish, well, actually, this is just the hem attachment, not the, but anyway, this is the hem attachment. You could use that on any machine because it's not a foot. It just goes down onto the throat plate of the machine. But anyway, this is the Spanish hem stitch foot, which is, it's really kind of cool. You have these, they're hard to describe. We did this in, what did we do this in? The heck did we do this in? Academy 1. We used this foot in Academy 1, which has been fully filmed, by the way, all the way through. So if you weren't able to do Academy 1 and you would like us to send you a kit for Academy 1, it has all the fabric and all the USB with all the projects and all the goodies are in the kit. And then you would watch our video of Academy 1 from start to finish, and you could do all the exercises with us. The kits, we did them for $75 when we did the class live, but if you wanted a kit, you could get a kit for $50. It has all of the different fabrics. It has the project book. It has a USB stick in it with a whole bunch of other patterns and projects, some pens and pins and tchotchkes. 50 bucks for that, and you would learn how to use this Spanish hem stitch foot. It has 4 different widths of attachments that hook on, 4 different widths of attachments that hook onto this thing. And that divides your fabric out, and you stitch across, and you make this really cool stitching that combines 2 pieces of fabric with stitching. It's actually a very cool attachment. That was $50. It's going to be 20 bucks. We have foot number 5, the blind hem foot number 5, a bunch of them here. Foot number 5, this is the blind hem foot, and these were not marked. These were $64.99, $30 if you want a blind hem foot. This is foot number 22, which is the cording foot. We did this in Academy 1 as well. $40.99, going to be 20 bucks. And this is the 34C. I didn't even know we had this. I found this in the bucket. It is new style. This is the clear sole foot. So when you're doing one of those projects, they want you to have the clear sole to see your stuff underneath your foot. This is the clear sole foot, foot number 34C. It's going to be 25 bucks. Here is the 37D. That is the 1/4-inch foot with the D marking. You would use this if you were using the 5.5 millimeter. There's Mary Vega. You would use this 37D if you were using your 5.5 millimeter plate. 74. Kathy Weaver says 74. She means the old style 74. Yeah. Anyway, this is the 3070. You would use this on the 9mm machines with your 5.5mm plate in. Here is the 32, which is the pin tuck foot, the 7-groove pin tuck foot. And you would use this with any machine. It's $44.99. It's going to be $22.50. This is for the L890. This is the C24 foot, which is the shirring or gathering foot to shirr. It was $124.99. It's going to be $62.50 if you had an L890 and would like to have a shirring foot. C24. This is the automatic buttonhole foot, and it's new style for regular machines. And it was $59, so it'd be $29.50 for automatic buttonhole foot. This one is number 33. It is the pin tuck foot, the 9-groove pin tuck foot. The other one was a 7-groove. That's $44.99, going to be $22.50. Then I have the number 92 foot, which is the eyelet foot. The eyelet foot. It is for the new style machines, and it's going to be $22.50. I have 2 of those. That's what we have. What we don't sell here is going to go on eBay. Okay. Now we're going to come in this other room, and we're going to show you. Where's our new cross-stitch patterns?
I don't know where to do them.
They were there. I picked them up this morning. Right here. So we did get 1 designer. So this is so weird. Out of 10 designers, we have gotten, I think, 4 of them in, and it's been over a week. But yeah, I know. Very bizarre. These are the new cross stitch. This is from the Proper Stitcher. She's new to us. We have not carried her stuff before. She has a little bit more in the line of traditional stuff going on. So this is Christmas Blessings from the Proper Stitcher. So you get all 3 of these little projects. They are cute. They are, let's see. Oh, they're cute. 3 7/8 inch high, 5 7/8 inch wide. 5 7/8, so like 6 by 3.5. Cute. Cute, cute, cute. But these are, what are these? $11.99 for that pattern. And then we have this one. And this one is The Weary World Rejoices. The Weary World Rejoices. And that one is 6 by 4 inches on 18 count. $9.99. And then there is this one, which I just thought was cute. Baking with You. EWE. So it's a little sheepy, bacon with Mrs. Claus. You have all of her cakes and things on the shelves behind her. This one is $9.99. Baking with You. Adorbs. Absolutely adorbs. All right, and then Tina brought all of this fabric in here because some reason.
Duplicates and triplicates and blah, blah, blah.
Duplicates
blah.
and triplicates.
I don't know what price you want to put on it, but you got tons.
Most of this is $11.99, isn't it?
Yeah, most of it's $11.99.
Okay, most of this is $11.99 a yard normally, so we're going to go to $9 a yard on it. $9 a yard on
I
this.
even brought you a piece of paper.
Thank you. So we're going to start over here. This is a
Pin dot peppermint.
yeah, pin dot peppermint.
PEP.
Okay, this is pin dot peppermint. So it is a red and white garden pin dot from Michael Miller. This is a fairy frost with the gold stuff. There's Linda. Yep, this is a fairy frost with the gold stuff in it, and this is going to be $9 a yard if you want any of that. This is a hash dot from Michael Miller, hash dot, and it is in pink. Hash dot from Michael Miller in pink. This is, oh, there's 2 bolts of that. It's Dimples in color
Pink. E6.
E6, yeah, they don't give you a color name, so this is E6 for Dimples, E6. And then this is E22 for Dimples.
Mm-hmm.
Here is another garden pin dot. This is in lipstick. And here is another garden pin dot, and this one is in raspberry.
Two of those.
Yeah. And then we're gonna come over here and we have a Fairy Frost in Spice. It looks like the name is on this one, Spice.
Oh, like the Spice Girl.
E22, 1 yard for Julie Monson.
I got it.
Okay. Here is, this is Opal. Opal. This one is a Fairy Frost in Geranium. Looks like I got 2 geraniums. Okay, this is a hash dot in lipstick. And this is a, what is this called? I've forgotten already.
Cocoa?
Cocoa. This is a cocoa in rose. Here is a Fairy Frost in, I don't know what that color's supposed to be, PRMS.
Primrose.
Primrose, okay, primrose. And here is a Fairy Frost with the sparkles in it in flower. Here is a Dimples. And this is in P2. Why do we have so many of those?
I have no idea. Purples.
Huh. Or actually, they're not the same. Now, tell me that's not the same.
There are 2 different purples right
This
next
is
to each other.
P2, and this is P19. Boy, they look close, don't they? Wow. Okay, this is a Fairy Frost in wild. Just wild. We don't know what wild is. It's just wild. This is today's Saturday's Live. We got kicked off of Facebook. Facebook wouldn't let Tina or me back on. This is a Benartex wool tweed in plum. This is a Michael Miller Cocoa in purple. I do love Cocoa. I think that is a really neat design. Cocoa and Dimples, I like those 2 really well. This is Dimples in P4. And here is Dimples in P2. And here is Dimples in P15. Now we have Fairy Frost in Sugar Plum.
Yes.
And we have Fairy Frost in Indigo. Kathy Weaver wants a 2-pack of embroidery needles. Good thing I just ordered even more yesterday. Here is a Cocoa in Violet. Yes, there is a 37D quarter foot, yes. This is Michael Miller Fairy Frost in Ciel, C-I-E-L, which means sky in de French. This is the Michael Miller Fairy Frost Ice X, and it's because it has the sparkle in it, Ice X. And then here is a Andover Dimples in what? Color P6. P6 is this one. And here is an Andover Dimples in B21. B21.
Bingo.
Yeah. And then here is a Benartex wool tweed in water. This is water. Okay, I'm going to go around the corner here. This is Benartex wool tweed in Lagoon. This one is Lagoon. And here is Andover Dimples in T20.
Teal.
Yeah. And here is Fairy frost.
Cornflower, maybe?
Fairy frost in cornflower, yes. Boy, you got a bunch of these on this shelf or on this table. They're falling
know.
off. Here is the cocoa in
Pine.
pine. Here is a fairy frost in whirlpool. Here is a fairy frost in sea foam. Oh, you can't see that color. There you go. Fairy frost in sea foam. And here is the garden pin dot in jungle. Then we got a hash dot in mud.
Yeah, I thought that was a good one.
Mud. And then we've got a dimple in G34, real dark brown, G34. Then we've got a garden pin dot in cinnamon, is this one. And then we've got a winter wool in chocolate. And a dimple in K3. I don't know how K corresponds to brown.
I don't know either,
Huh,
but there's a couple of them.
that's interesting. Okay, here is a wool tweed in chestnut. And there's a wool tweed in tan. We're back to a Michael Miller, and this is a hash dot in lime.
$9, Deb.
$9. It's normally $11.99. Some of it's $12.99. Some of it's actually $13.99. It'll be $9. This is pistachio.
It just said pissed.
Yes, but it's pistachio. And here is mustard.
Yep.
This is called diamond. It's black, but it's got all of the sparkles. This is a fairy frost in ginger. This is from Timeless Treasures, and I can't remember what it was called.
Bravo Natural.
Well, natural is the color. I think it had a different name to it. Timeless Treasures does goofy things
Well,
with how
that's
they.
all I could find.
Yeah, we're gonna call it Bravo because that's what it says on the bolt. That wasn't the collection name.
No.
They do goofy things with their collection names. Very bizarre. Anyway, this is gonna be Bravo in natural. Here's the fairy frost in avocado. Here's the hash dot in grass. If your grass is that color, you need to get some nutrients out in your yard. That is not a good color for your
That's
grass.
not even the smokable kind.
No, that is a bad color for your grass. Okay, here is a garden pin dot in gold. Here is a fairy frost in celery. Here is a Benertax burlap in red, dark red. And here is that, why do we have so many? That's odd. Here's cocoa again, and this is in orange, orange,
I don't know, but we had, yeah, lots.
orange.
Cassie Weaver wants wool tweed, but what color wool tweed?
So the last wool tweed that I
That was
showed
tan.
would have been, yeah, tan. Kathy, do you, on the wool tweed, are you looking for chestnut or tan or chocolate or what's that other one down there? That's a wool tweed too. Which color do you want, Kathy? This is, or you want one of all of them. Maybe she wants one of all of them. This is,
Fairy frost and carnation?
what carnation have you ever seen in that color?
I don't know, but that's what I guessed it was.
It can't be. C-A-R-R. Carnation is
Oh.
only spelled with one R.
Oh, carrot.
Carrot! Oh, carrot. Hello. This is fairy frost in carrot, which again, if your carrots are that color, you have some anemic carrots.
Have you ever seen the purple carrots?
Yes, I have seen purple carrots, and I got purple potatoes. I made potato soup with purple potatoes.
Yeah?
I would not do that again.
Turned everything purple?
It did kind of, but it was just weird because you felt like you were eating rotten stuff.
No, don't do that.
I mean, they didn't taste bad, but it was just, it threw you off. You ever heard that story about Alfred Hitchcock?
Uh-uh.
When he had dinner parties, he would put green lights above the table because it put people off their food. He liked to play with people psychologically.
Okay.
He was a weirdo. Anyway, okay, so Dimples. This is Dimples in color LG.
Which is light green.
Light green. Here is another cocoa. I do like that cocoa. I do like that. That's in basil. Basil Rathbone or basil. This is Fairy Frost. Creamsicle. There you go. That's this looks like a creamsicle.
I had to look at that. What is that? Yeah.
And then here's our last one, Fairy Frost in gold. Fairy Frost in gold. All right. Okay.
We'll probably redo these Monday.
Yeah, we'll do these all again on Monday because, like I said, we were on our normal Facebook thing and we got kicked off. And then Facebook is having temper tantrums and not talking to us, so we don't know what the deal is.
Cocoa basil.
So we just came over here because we couldn't be over there. If you have not yet seen our tutorials for our Christmas tree and our poinsettia and our bell trivets for Christmas, those are all located right here on YouTube on our channel. You can see the tutorials for free to make those, and you can download the template for the poinsettias. And here is the kit if you would like to get a kit to make those. Okay, Julie says, give her 1 yard of every dimple except the pink one. Aren't there more than one pinks?
Yes.
Okay, no pinks. Anyway, this is the kit that includes the backing and the strips and the binding to make 2 trees, 2 bells, and 1 poinsettia. It's $39.99 for the kit if you would like to do that along with our tutorials. Ba-doo. You can make your own little Christmas tree. You could put beads and bells on it if you wanted to. You could make your own poinsettia.
She did ask for one of the pinks because I have it written down.
Okay. You can make your own bell.
The jingle bell.
And those are, again, on YouTube. You can find the tutorials easily by going to our Patreon. Can you show pink? Yes. You can find the tutorials easily by going to our Patreon page, Patreon, and simply typing in Quilting in the Valley. And then you can go to playlists, or excuse me, what does it say up at the top? Collections. Go to collections and small projects, and all of the tutorials that we have made for those trivets, the turkey, the pumpkins, the ghost, the witch, the scarecrow, the acorn, the bell, the poinsettia, and the tree are all located there, and they are all open to everybody to see. If you were of a mind to see all the rest of the stuff on our Patreon page, you could certainly sign up to be a member. We do have a Black Friday special going on right now on our Patreon membership, where you can sign up for monthly membership for $11.90 a month instead of $14. And that's up through the Sunday after Thursday. Or you can sign up for the entire year if you want to do that. It comes out to like $11.20 a month if you pay for the whole year up front. You can do that on our Patreon page, and then you get all the content. You get the classes, you get all the patterns. There's a lot of patterns on there already. You get access to all of the patterns that are already on there as soon as you sign up. So you sign up now, you've got 50 some odd patterns that are on there that are yours. Not a bad deal for $11.90, I may say. There's recipes on there as well. There's our sew along for Dear Jane, and we're linking all of our YouTube tutorials onto Patreon because it's just flat out easier to find. Julie, here are the pink dimples. This is E6. This is E22. That's it. That's it.
She said
E6 and
she wanted
E22.
E22, but she did not say E6.
Okay, so then she doesn't want E6, she does want E22?
Yes.
Yeah, she says E6 no. Okay, got it. Okie dokie Smokies. Hey, thanks for switching with us last minute. I know that was a pain to get over here from over there, but we appreciate you popping over to check it out on this side. And I don't know, If Facebook's gonna keep acting up, maybe we'll switch to this platform altogether. I don't know.
Yeah, we can stick a link in the post too.
Yeah, we'll put a link from this onto the regular page so that people who couldn't get over here will be able to find it. So, okay. All right, that's going to be it for today. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for coming over at the last minute. We appreciate it, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.